But it's one of those. I think what what you're showing there is that the Verizon network supports this.
Of course.
But they've chosen not to support it on Android devices, which is one of those things. I'm just like.
On your Android device, I mean, come on, I bet you the Droid does it. Are you serious? I mean, I wish I could try it on my HTC, but this is not connected to Sprint. I just use it for development.
I know the Evo would do it. It's like, maybe they've patched it. I don't know. But initially, on the initial Droids, no, you couldn't. You could do multitasking, but you couldn't be using data in a phone call at the same time. You'd disconnect your data. You wouldn't clear the cache data, but you would disconnect the data. And it was one of those, thanks. And
okay.
like with your Evo, you're not using the Android tethering. You're using...
yeah, I'm just... well, I haven't tethered on this device, actually.
Well, yeah, I know, but that device supports tethering, but it supports Sprint's tethering app, not Android's tethering app, which Sprint charges you for. And the little things like that, I'm like, without having to compete with the Nexus 1 and a true free Android device that's Android unlocked, I'm a little afraid of how screwed up these devices will get when it comes to Android and so on and so forth. Because I have a feeling they'll do less and less. The cell phone companies are not the people I trust to lead me full into the 21st century to do more and more. I don't. Now, while we're on that topic, I don't know on this because I haven't bought an Android device that comes with Bloatware. But I know there are ones that come with Bloatware. The Evo is actually one of them. It comes with that NASCAR app. It's rather benign bloatware. It's not as bad as a Moto Blur bloatware. But is there really no way without rooting the phone to uninstall this bundled bloatware, or can you uninstall that NASCAR app? Does it show in the applications menu?
You're for which?
Like
Android?
Like for Android on the Evo.
I haven't. Where did I put it? Let's see.
Because if you go into the settings applications manager, I can uninstall all the apps that come on my Android phones, even the ones that were kind of core to the phone. Now, I haven't done that with one that's core to the phone because it's not in the marketplace and I wouldn't get it back easily. But the comment being made by some fanboys is that you can't remove this pre-installed software on Android phones, and I thought you could.
Let's try it. Okay, here it is. Is that called NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile?
Yeah. Like, if you go into that, is there an uninstall button?
Nope. It says clear data, cache, permission storage. Let's see, show all down here. Nope.
Okay, so they are right. So, yeah, unless you root that phone, you can't get rid of it. Which, that's a benign piece of software, but some of these $99 Android phones are just coming loaded with, they're like an HP computer. They're loaded with, actually, they're more like an Acer. They're loaded with a lot of bloatware, and that's nothing to do with Android. That's everything to do with the carrier and manufacturers loading the phone with stuff you don't want.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at other apps on here, seeing what it says. Let's see if I can.
But go into any app you downloaded and see if it should have like an uninstall button.
What clear data? What does clear data mean on it? I mean,
clear data is just to clear like the cache data and other stuff. Most apps don't make very much of it, but some of them, like streaming ones, you can easily have a few gigs worth of data, and clearing the data on those could give you some space quickly.
Is this the right place? to delete the applications in the application info settings?
That's where it is on
Manage
mine.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Oh, there's this one has a force stop.
Yeah. Like you go into settings, applications, manage applications.
Let's see what this one does.
Say like here's an application I added on.
Well, this is using HTC Sense, so I'm still learning this thing.
Like you wind up with a little, it's like you have storage, which shows you the total size of the application and the data and yada yada, and then there's an uninstall button there. And then underneath that is cache, clear cache, underneath that is clear defaults, and sometimes there's a clear data button, force stop, but like any applications you add in, there's an uninstall. And what they're saying is, and apparently this is true, is a lot of carriers and manufacturers are beginning to add bloatware to Android. Some of it's benign, like in the case of your Evo, it's a NASCAR application. If you don't want it, don't mess with it. But in other ones, it's like the backflip. You have Moto Blur, you have the AT&T TV stuff. It's basically just annoying stuff, all of which cost $10 to $20 to use, that you'll never want to mess with. Unless you want, and if you want that service, then you want the app. But it's it's the same logic behind like an Acer computer coming with a 30-day trial of Word and a 30-day trial of Norton and all of this stuff. Except apparently the blogs are right. In this case, you can't uninstall it.
Well, let's see. Can't.
Unless you were in the wrong spot, but if you're in managed applications, you're in the spot for that.
NASCAR. I'm looking this up. Let's see.
Yeah, it's like this is an on-running gag with the Evo because like the big exclusive app you get with the Evo is NASCAR.
Hey, it's even Palm. It's even on the Palm forums. You can't delete NASCAR or other built-in applications.
Uh-huh. It's like, and the carrier put that in.
Yeah.
I see, and this is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid with the Nexus 1 dying, the carriers and the manufacturers are going to go a little nuts because they don't have to make a clean phone anymore. It's
wow. And check this out. Talking about doing voice and data at the same time on the HTC, the Sprint is saying you can't. It says, let's see, the HTC Evo does not support simultaneous voice and data. Why someone would think, well, they're saying this is again a CDMA thing. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like and CDMA is limited to the one thing. It has to switch things. Now you're talking about the LET or whatever it was. Technology is capable of it, but it's one of those things. It's clearly the smart packet switching is capable. The carrier just doesn't want to enable it, or they have it disabled, and that has me annoyed.
Yeah, it says if you're using 4G for data, you can't use CDMA for voice. Currently, the only way to do the simultaneous voice and data would be through a third-party VoIP solution, where this is not due to strict hardware limitations. So it's possible this could change with future updates.
Yeah, basically what they want to do is sell you. It's you either get your own VoIP service or something. But here's my thing: if I got to go buy a VoIP service, how about I just not have your CDMA voice? Just give me data. Give me the 4G data only. That's all I need. Bits are bits.